Hey, what's up, YouTube? That's me waving to you. What's up, my friends? Went to the creek to test out this knife. This is the DKONLY Blades AM47. It's got a true full tang, micarta handle scales, jimping on a thumb rest, integrated guard. It has a recurve, partial hollow grind, D2 tool steel, has numerous potential lanyard holes, and the blade length is 12 inches. This is some big steel. Now this brand, DKONLY Blades, their main thing is making gigantic knives. Yes, I've reviewed those two other DKONLY blades in the past. I will include links to those videos. Now these are meant to be over the top. Let's get that out of the way right now. These are not meant to be practical in the sense that my Swiss knife is practical. You know, this is not the thing, oh, you can carry it around your office and nobody's going to get scared. That's not this knife. These knives are meant to be over the top in the same way that, like, let's say a sports car is meant to be over the top. You know, you don't need that acceleration necessarily, but it's okay to appreciate something cool like this. All right, initial sharpness. Now, it is amazing how sharp they were able to get this knife. Yeah, that's not easy to do with a knife of this size. Yeah, this sucker had high sharpness. I gotta give them props for that. Like I said, this ain't like your Delica that can easily just, you know, slice through because it's so thin. So good job there. Okay, chopping some materials. So you see it cut through the paracord, cut through that nylon strap. Okay, coming up, I'm going to chop on that log. Now, I'm not going to narrate the chopping part. You can just listen to the pounding. So this is a very strong chopper. You could carve yourself a little seat on a log if you so chose. Now, one use of the recurve on this, it can be used in carving. Basically take a piece of wood or a stick and pull it across that, and you can carve a tent stake, pointy stick. You can thin out a piece of wood for whatever you may need it for. Alright, so that's good. By the way, if you hear something that sounds like rain, that's because it is. We are getting some rain here as I narrate this. Alright, more chopping. So once again, we see that the weight and the reach on this gives it a lot of chopping power. I mean, it really chops well for a knife. Normally, if I need a specialized chopping tool out there, I carry my Browning Shock and Awe Tomahawk because it's compact and it fits in my pack. But I must say that this large knife definitely rivals the chopping power of that Tomahawk I carry. Alright, this has a very pointed tip. Now, I don't know if that's useful to you. I don't know if you plan to thrust your knife into anything, but just putting that out there that this has a very pointed piercing type of tip. Here is the sheath that it came with. It is a leather sheath. It has a dangler belt loop, and then it has a belt loop for higher carry, and it has a single retaining strap. Alright, so that's the sheath. Here it is on the belt. This thing is like a frickin' sword. Right? It's like a short sword. Final thoughts on this DKONLY Blades knife. Well, this is the third of their knives that I have purchased. This definitely rivals the chopping power of a small hatchet or tomahawk that you might feasibly carry on the trail. And there are some benefits of a large knife over a hatchet, primarily the edge length. You can hack through soft vegetation with this, so what it really is a machete. Right now, for that category, it's on the shorter side and on the heavier side, but still. And because of the length and the piercing tip, this could basically be thrust through something to a greater extent than, let's say, the back spike of a hawk could. I like the recurve too. If you're chopping a branch and you hit right on the sweet spot where that blade starts to flare out, it gives you just a lot of chopping power because it can't slide off in any way, right? So material gets trapped in that recurve and is forced into the cut or the chop. So overall, I am pleased with this blade and with my purchase. And I just like this company. I just like that they're not afraid to go big and make like scary knives. You know, it's the same reason I like Cold Steel. They're not afraid to just do what they do and be what they are. Just like me. I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.